In this Writer's Toolbox video, I'll be talking about CL.E.A.R claims. So what is a claim? It's a statement that somebody believes to be true, but it should be debatable. What do I mean by that? Well, if I said Harry Potter was written by J.K. Rowling, that's a fact. That's not debatable. However, if I say Harry Potter is a story about friendship, well, that's debatable, and therefore it's a claim. Now, we need to make claims strong. Let's have a look at this one. Reading makes you smarter. Is that good? No, that's a weak claim. Consider strengthening your claim by adding either a why or a how clause to it. Reading makes you smarter is the what. What does reading make you do? Makes you smarter. Reading makes you smarter because you're exposed to new vocabulary. That's a strong claim now, because it has why it makes you smarter. Now, in order to have either a why or a how clause, we can use phrases and words such as because, due to, as a result of, to, in order to, and so, if we want to explain why. To explain how, through the use of, by, through on its own, via. Let's see an example. First, we need some context. Frankenstein. It's a book by Mary Shelley. The main character is Victor Frankenstein. He's the protagonist, but it's narrated by several characters. It's set mostly in 18th century Switzerland, but also Germany, France, England, Russia, and even Antarctica. And the story is about a scientist called Victor Frankenstein, and he is able to create new life. He creates this monster. However, it's not the perfect specimen. It's a hideous creature, and Victor Frankenstein, the scientist, he rejects it, as does mankind in general. Yet the creature learns to read and write, and he just wants to be loved. He eventually asks Frankenstein to make him a female companion, saying they'll stay away from humans forever. And Victor agrees, but he breaks his promise. So the monster kills Victor's true love, Elizabeth. From then on, Victor is obsessed with revenge, and he tries to find the monster. Now, the author was written by Mary Shelley. She's a woman. This was quite uncommon for women at the time. Her husband, Percy Shelley, is also a famous poet. And the story is part of the Gothic movement. Now, in her novel Frankenstein, Shelley depicts the effects of social injustice. Is that a good claim? Is that strong? I'll ask you this. Does it explain how or why? It doesn't. To make that a strong claim, I could use the word through. In her novel Frankenstein, Shelley depicts the effects of social injustice through the insensitive actions of Victor Frankenstein and the revenge his monster seeks. What about this one? In Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein can be interpreted as the real monster. Okay, that tells me what? Now I need to know why or how. In Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Victor can be interpreted as the real monster due to his unhealthy obsession to play God. I can see it has the why because it has due to. And finally, Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein is a perfect example of Gothic literature. Okay, why? Well, it features elements of fear, the supernatural, and dark and gloomy settings. Now, you'll notice that the claims have multiple colours to them. They're all highlighted yellow, so we can easily identify them. And the black explains what, the purple or pink explains how or why. We must include both to make a claim strong. Now remember, a claim must be debatable, or should be debatable, and it must include either why or how. You can use those words to help you.